Boa noite, Squadron Comentários. In 2006, the third Mission Impossible film was released, directed and co-written by J.J. Abrams, along with Roberto Orci and Alex Kurtzman, who, while having written some films prior like Armageddon and had experience directing television, had never directed a film before, let alone one with a $150 million budget. It went on to become the lowest-grossing film in the series so far, and while reviews have been decent, and most fans of the films claim this was their favorites, and one of their favorites, Special Agents Dibs and Pedro are not too keen on this entry. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to watch this controversial third installment and find out for yourselves whether this film deserves either the praise or menace it gets. As always, if any of you are dropped or killed, the Secretary will disavow all knowledge of your actions. Boa sorte, comentários. This message will explode in 5 seconds.
Wait, what?
So have we been through this shit before? Throw it somewhere.
Ah, here you go, Italy!
Boom.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks,
okay.
Jova. Now we're never gonna get the Doctoral Track sequel.
Anyway, audience, basically, start before the Paramount logo. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright then. 3, 2, 1, click.
Hey, speaking of Italy, Tio, fun fact.
What?
My mom recently met this woman named Wei Graziano.
Graziano, yeah.
Basically, she's part Chinese and part Italian. Her mother is Chinese and her father's Italian.
Funny you mention that, Joe, because some of
quite an interesting mix.
Yeah.
Actually, it's funny because some of the film is actually set in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, well, because I said it off commentary. But yeah, actually, I saw this movie a long time ago, but I almost completely forgot about it. Hi, Tom.
Alright, okay,
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Hey, Philip.
He's actually the best villain in this series, which is sad. It's in the second worst film.
Why did you keep starring in questionable movies?
Also, there's a bit of an issue already because Abrams was more used to directing television. Half the time, he gets so up close, the camera gets so up close to the actors, you can see up their noses sometimes.
Yeah, I guess we should get the elephant out of the room. Yes, this is one of the group's more favored directors, J.J. Abrams. Only this was before he had some more experience.
Yeah,
but I see no lens flare.
Also, yeah, it's based. This film starting in medias res. It's basically it starts in the middle and then the rest of it works up to the middle.
Okay.
Oh.
Jova's not a particular fan of that particular
No. I mean, it's not necessarily make it or break it for me. It's just, I'll admit, I haven't had the best of
It's Cruz trying
with
to...
us.
Jesus, Tom, the movie ain't that bad. You can't escape that easily. And besides...
My Scientology power will let me escape!
Besides, you're a producer. Just tell Abrams no or something.
I mean, I guess it's just like a lot of stories I've run into don't always handle the media. How'd you call it?
In medias res, it's Latin.
Yeah, in medias res, sort of. God dang it, I did it with
no,
the
whatever, I get what you mean.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, stories like Uncharted do it well, but even still, I don't care for it that much in Uncharted, despite it doing it well, because, well, I'm never really a fan of that. However, it can be done extremely well. Would you say this is one of those cases where it actually helps the film?
No, generic love interest number 3 died.
So I'm guessing we're gonna get to know her, and then it'll turn out she's dead, or she's just faked her death.
Why'd you count 7 twice?
So the real question will be seen. Well, I guess we'll find out later. Which of these chaps is actually wearing the traditional twist mask? We'll see, I guess.
Yeah, that seems to be a thing throughout these movies. There's always some mysterious ultra super duper twist mask.
Yeah.
Then again, the second movie pulled it out at the very beginning, so...
Should just hit 10 by now? What comes after 9 again?
Poor Philip. He's such a good actor, but he needed to fire his agent at some point. I'm sorry.
But now we're onto one of the film's actual strong points. Its music score, composed by guess who?
John
Gee.
Williams?
See, considering it's a J.J. Abrams movie, I wonder who's doing the score.
Michael Giacchino.
No shit.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's literally a
if the-
random guest, just because he's working on Spider-Man now.
Those two,
Lawrence Fishburne.
those two are as close as Williams and Spielberg.
So is this one of those movies that Lawrence Fishburne is better off leaving or taking off his resume?
It's not passing.
yeah, like,
I'm worried about.
Yeah, like I've already implied, this was J.J. Abrams' first directorial debut in terms of theatrical films, and it does show. The movie is not terribly directed, but you could tell J.J. was still getting the hangs of this. Fortunately, he got much better at this.
So how's
So,
the story?
Dweebs,
Yeah.
So
how
how's
much? Oh, there you go. How much after Mission Impossible 2 this is set on?
It's not. I'm not sure, but it's probably real time. Like, this came out in 2006, 6 years after the second film. So
Okay,
I'll look it up.
such a strangely long gap.
also, yeah, Tom Cruise gets married to Michelle Monaghan. I think that's her name. Sorry.
Huh. Doesn't say, but apparently. Oh. So Ethan's
Never
retired
changed
from.
America.
So Ethan supposedly is retired from his field work for the IMF. Right.
Sure it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure this will be a
Oh, look, it's
permanent
Hey,
retirement.
look, it's that guy who appears in a lot of J.J. Abrams stuff.
Yeah,
Which one?
I think I recognize
Greg
him, but
Grunberg.
I don't remember
Yeah.
what else he did. I mean, the face is familiar.
It does. Guess what?
Yeah,
He's also in Person of Interest at some point.
I know. Yeah, well. Actually, I was gonna say he's in House, but I got my shows mixed up.
Well, that too, but he also shows up in Person of Interest. JJ was executive producer on that, so obviously, gotta put that guy in there somewhere.
Okay, let's see. If I can remember correctly, did Ethan have a love interest that he's maybe married or something?
Yeah, but Ethan's like James Bond of love interest. He gets one and then he abandons it for the next film.
Or she dies.
Yeah,
Well-
I'm trying to remember. His love
Well,
interest.
hey, guys, just like the real Tom Cruise. Boom.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was around this time Cruise was getting the most shit for his Scientology shtick.
Sort of
For the record-
deservedly, but what else?
By the way, that was just a jab. I like Tom Cruise. Don't worry, guys.
Oh, I like
me
him.
too.
but-
No, I'm talking to the audience specifically. I know you guys know. That.
Yeah.
I like. Okay. I like his movies. Tom Cruise himself may be a bit dodgy to me, but
I like him. I like him as an actor. As a person, I'm a bit miffed on them.
same.
Well, there's one thing I can say about Tom Cruise. I've seen worse.
No. Trust me, and he's nowhere near the worst in terms of douchebag actors. I'll take him over people like Jared Leto and stuff like that. As far as douchebag actors go, he's pretty tame. So whatever.
So, what about his love interest in the last movie? I forget what became of her.
We
or
don't
she's
speak about it, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't speak about it because Tom here got all super excited again and started jumping on the couch again.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's right. Her name was.
I'm in love with Kitty Holmes. I'm in love with Kitty Holmes. I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
How
Oh,
was that
no.
itself not made into a movie? I wonder.
So yeah,
Why did you throw away the ice like that?
Also, yeah, Cruise thought he retired, but it's not retired. Cliche.
allow me to break the ice.
Fucking America wasting all that shit.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. It's interesting that this movie is so mad because whenever JJ, Alex, and Robert get together, they usually produce some really good stuff. So again, I guess all three of them had to get better at this.
I mean, is this movie really that? Okay.
No. The movie's not terrible per se. It's just very.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
Mission
I said,
Impossible standards, it's bad. I'm
yeah,
guessing.
it's like I said, it's not as bad as 2, but I'll be honest. I don't remember having a big rant against 2 as much as I'm gonna have in this film in a bit.
So tell
This
me,
guy looks like Iker Casillas.
tell me, as for why fans like this movie, are there any like notable reasons? I just want
My theory is that my theory, Jova, is that reason why Secret Rings was so critically acclaimed back when it first came out. You know, but after the bad taste that 2 left in people's mouths, people were clamoring for any Mission Impossible movie that didn't flat out suck at every aspect. So this came here basically at the right time when people were ready to be very forgiving, as long as it didn't flat out shit on them. Basically,
Yeah.
that's my theory.
I should probably ask what appears to be the overall fan consensus of it, say nowadays, as opposed to when this movie first came out around.
It depends. It's well liked in some circles, not liked in others.
So
I'm mostly indifferent to it. Yeah, I don't particularly like it, but I didn't particularly hate it either. It's just kind of for me.
Goes to show that despite some of its developmental issues in development, Mission Impossible 1 still to this time seems to be the overall best movie. I mean, yeah, there was that one twist that's definitely going to tick people of the original series off, but given how that story was written, especially considering the fact
Hey
that
guys,
it had to be
I surely want to buy a Kodak now. Sorry.
This bit's gonna lead. It's not now, but this gonna lead into
a nice cliche
to the planned rant I'm gonna have.
So let me guess. This calls him back from retirement.
Pretty much.
Well, yeah, no, to continue what I was saying, the first movie was fine. It's just that, was it really necessary to shit on the original fans of the show like that? Was that really necessary?
Yeah, hence why I say that twist aside, given the fact that that movie was written to the point where they had to literally write the script as they were going on, that movie is nothing short of an amazing.
So are these our targets?
No, they're Ethan's agents.
So what was the point? So question: what was the point of establishing he's in retirement if he can just be brought back in like that?
Look at the lens flare, Jove.
Lamest self-destruction ever.
Wait, hold on. A Kodak camera self-destructing.
Wouldn't be JJ.
Future.
You wouldn't be JJ without lens flare.
Yeah, but seriously though, a Kodak camera self-destructing. Oh man, I wonder if Kodak thinks back to this movie.
They curse J.J. Abrams' name every night.
Clearly.
So, yeah, again though, like I said, this may be one of the most pointless "I'm retired" subplots ever. I mean, look, usually when somebody's retired, it takes a big reason for him to be brought back into the field. But here, it's just, he's given a message, a mission, and bam. Again, what's the point of having him be retired if it's that easy to bring him out of retirement?
Get your logic out of here.
I'm sorry, Tom, I can't hear you.
Tom, stop whispering "I love Katie Holmes" in your sleep. I need to rest.
He's still thinking, oh my god, I really need to find another Eyes Wide Shut to star in.
Oh my god, it's the T-800!
Tom Cruise is a Terminator. It does sound pretty cool, actually.
Actually, remind me again, this came out in 2006, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, this was a year after World War. And he's like, that's what he was thinking. Like, why the fuck? What did I say yes to that fucking piece of crap movie? Why? I know it's Steven Spielberg, but goddamn. Yeah, that's the interesting thing. The two Steven Spielberg movies that Cruise starred in, both of them were pieces of shit.
That's gotta be bad luck, considering that it's Steven Spielberg we're talking about back at that time.
Well, Jova, like I've said it myself, Steven Spielberg
Not
hasn't...
to be confused with Berlin, Poland.
Yeah, because... no, that's the thing. They said Berlin, Germany. Yeah, sure, because there's a lot of Berlins out there, right?
Is that a fucking rocket launcher? Oh no, it's a machine gun.
Oh, are we gonna go out Resident Evil 3 on this?
Oh no,
who do you think you are, Tom? Arnie?
I think that was an extra semi-automatic turret.
So let me get this straight. Plane scene, and we're already in the middle of the action.
Sure, why not?
Honestly,
Yeah.
if my senses are correct, I remember very little about this movie. This is probably the first mission where vast majority of the agents get killed, and somehow Tom is framed again, and he needs to clean his name.
Didn't we already do that in Mission Impossible 1, though?
I just barely saw this again.
yeah. That's the biggest issue with this movie. It's the first film again.
Yeah.
Only
What is it
less-
with? What is it with? Okay, it's like what Paige said earlier. I know people needed a good installment to help restore confidence after 2, but I don't think people asked for do the first film again, JJ. But don't worry, guys. I'm sure he'll learn his lesson. Oh, never mind.
I still think.
Abrams is okay. Star Trek 2009 aside, Abrams' biggest idea, a vascular idea, really. But anyway, it seems his biggest idea of trying to revitalize a franchise is just do what the first film did.
Well, okay. To ask a question, wasn't he just a director for this? Like,
No, he wrote the script too.
Yeah, he wrote the script together with Orky and Kurtzman.
You know what? Again, it's weird because we have to remember Mission Impossible 1 script was kind of done literally on the fly. So it kind of feels weird when you feel like your best. It kind of feels weird when your best hope is to literally ride off the coattails of a story that was written so hercules-jerkily. Well, yes, again, it turned out to be good, except for that one twist. But again, isn't that kind of like hoping lightning strikes twice?
What were you gonna say, Pedro?
Well, I still think Force Awakens is quite better than this movie, though.
Well, yeah, I agree with that, but still.
The comparison, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the reason people didn't mind it so much,
Force
for
Awakens
the most
has
part
more
at
of an
least.
excuse because let's be fair, Episode 4 came out like way longer ago.
True, there's that as well.
And hey, you know what's funny? This film came out 10 years after the first film, so basically they're celebrating the anniversary of the first movie by doing the first movie again.
Don't you see, Dwayne? This is actually Mission Impossible Generations.
So, okay, what
Two
exactly is the
cruises.
plot? Okay. To be fair, we've been talking over here, and I don't have
More specifically, Dweebs, what's exactly this mission that we're trying to do now? Rescuing a person or something?
Rescue that blonde girl.
Okay.
Okay,
Let me guess, this guy is generic terrorist chief number 25,
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I guess.
so what
Pretty much.
have they established what his evil plan is?
Dwebs, you have to remember again. See, Dwebs, this is what we saw. This is what me and Theo and other South Park fans like to call the J.J. Abrams member berries. You see, this is basically whenever we need something brought back and revitalized, we need to use J.J. Abrams member berries, the power of nostalgia.
There's a difference between nostalgia and just doing the first film again.
Hey, there's member Mission Impossible 1.
Yes, I do. And in fact, it reminds me of it so much.
All
I
right,
wish I was watching that
you can
one.
do it.
Although I'll admit, I don't think there was a kidnapped agent plot in the first film. So, I mean, not like this anyway. So.
There you go. So there you go. See, there's a different subplot. There's totally different.
Okay.
Oh, remember, she's been heavily drugged.
Yeah, why was she kidnapped?
Because she was onto them, and also, so yeah, in goes adrenaline.
No, the lens flare! It's blinding her.
Yeah, and also, what if we went up like shooting them, you idiot?
No! Don't you see? This is all part of it. JJ's helping out Tom with the lens flare to blind the bad guys, so that it's easier to defeat.
So the director's helping.
Oh, please don't flash me.
Oh. Also, hi Maggie
Yes.
Q.
Oh no, grenade.
Don't you just love how grenades take a while to blow up sometimes like
Yeah,
that?
well, again, Joe, but there's real grenades and then there's movie grenades.
Yeah.
But I
So,
mean,
okay, adrenaline or not, there is no way she is going to be able to move that swiftly after just being heavily dosed with drugs.
No. Again, that's exactly that. The whole point of well, I don't know what specific kinds of drugs, but aren't there tranquilizing drugs? Yeah, that's the whole thing. Tranquilizing drugs would prevent adrenaline from kicking in that high. So obviously, no, it doesn't. The adrenaline excuse doesn't work here.
Well,
So,
yeah, well, yeah,
it's-
well, Pedro, no one's ever said J.J. Abrams was that good at science.
well, okay. I think the reason that it stands out is the fact that
Hey, still better
all the
than
Mission Impossible-
Shyamalan.
Anyway,
Yes.
anyway, I think the point here, Dibs, is like, well, while of course the Mission Impossible movies weren't, always there for physics and logic and stuff, to be fair, they at least had a semblance of how the world works for the most part. Whereas here, it kind of is a bit blatant of a screw up to contradict yourselves by, say, having an adrenaline somehow overcome a tranquilizer.
That's what I was trying to get at, yeah.
Because, like, well, seriously, Mission Impossible 1, the most outlandish thing you had was maybe a few of the stunts, but nothing this blatant.
Also, she said earlier she has something important to tell them. Yeah.
She's
I
gonna
guess she
die,
will
isn't
never
she?
tell.
Wow, Pedro, you're a wizard.
Oh,
I
I'm a
guessed.
what?
An
Let me
Italian
rephrase
wizard.
that. You must be a fucking wizard. There you go.
But hey, if there's
A
one
wizard.
again, if there's another positive that's from Abrams directing, it's his fast-paced style of action.
Mm-hmm. This is the same kind of really visually appealing action that he brought to stuff like Star Trek 09 and stuff like that.
Okay, Scientology
Those
away!
Time to Max Payne this shit.
It's okay, guys. 5 years from this point, from this movie, he'd go on to make a better Steven Spielberg movie than the actual Steven Spielberg movies that that Spielberg was making.
All right, we've got her now. Now all we got to do is get her into that van, and we'll
It's a
mostly be
bit
safe.
drier. Oh, okay. We're gonna use the rope.
What?
We.
What? No.
A magnetic grenade. Okay, sure.
What?
Yeah, to be fair, Dweebs, I
It-
could see that.
It's a video game. I mean, a movie. I don't.
Yeah, to be fair, that's not as much outlandish as the tranquilizer.
Oh. Jesus.
I want to make it. It looks like I know they're grabbing onto the thing, but it looks like they're trying to make snowmen on the roof. The snow angels on the roof. They're posed like that. Okay, helicopter time. Well, as soon as they get into the helicopter, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Time to make a daring escape.
Oh,
Wow.
my leg.
It's a head. Okay, look, I know J.J. Abrams likes lens flares and flashing lights, but they weren't that bad, surely.
Uh,
She's having
Is it-
having flash forwards of a.
Oh no.
Is
no.
it like Metal Gear Ground Zero? She has a bomb inside her.
no.
Again, you're a wizard, Tio.
Fucking really?
Yeah, so they're stealing plots from Metal Gear.
Actually,
Well,
Dwebs,
no,
it would be the reverse though, because Ground Zeroes came out in 2014.
And Kojima is notorious for being a huge fan of American action movies.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he probably wanted to do a similar thing in Ground Zeroes as
Now,
well.
to be fair, bombs inside of humans, that's not necessarily, something you don't see every now and then. Depends though. Is it done cleverly here?
All right, time for a helicopter chase. But we've got another bit of a we got another ticking clock here in the form. Basically, they'll say it later on, but they planted an explosive charge in her head that's going to go off, so they need to find out a way to short the charge.
Ugh.
They're gonna fail.
And they have instant brain scanning technology.
Because why not? Nitrogen. How do you manage to do that?
Just to be fair, the brain has a lot of
I mean,
synapses in
me,
it and
Reeves, and
chemicals.
Pedro have seen on Dr. House episode the other day that shows clearly that brain surgery requires a lot of precision and instruments to do so.
Not
to be
only-
fair, to be fair, Teo, that show is specifically focused on medicine, whereas this, Mission Impossible has never exactly been something known for being scientifically accurate.
Well, again, though, this one stands out because
Oh,
they're
hang on. I think coming up as a weird line. I know she's flustered, but it reminded me of Passengers. Hang on a second. Time release.
What? So we're gonna short circuit with a defibrillator.
So they're gonna zap her with a defibrillator on her head and short the fuse. But wouldn't that kill her?
Doesn't. Okay, I'm sorry. It has to be said. I know Mission Impossible movies have never tried to be scientific, but the problem is that this movie actually is trying to be scientific. The first two just focused on stuff and would occasionally have leaps of logic. This one has way too many leaps of logic to just be ignored.
The sheep.
Sheep.
We're in Wales now, clearly. So my other biggest question, because
Also,
they pretty much showed that. Oh, go ahead, Dweebs.
This is apparently the world's slowest loading defibrillator. It needs 30 seconds to charge.
Fucking really.
So let me get this straight. They have all this weird technology that can scan stuff immediately, magnetic grenades, yet they can't get a defibrillator that charges up well. Okay, yep, there goes my suspension of disbelief.
Wow, how long are we in the movie, Pedro?
My other question is, since we've shown them from the beginning. Oh, there we go. I was just wondering because since they showed that from earlier on, these wind propellers, these fans, I was asking, who's gonna get chopped?
Yep, those are windmills.
What?
Wait, what? Wait, what? Why?
Oh, how inconvenient! It's ready, but she's dead already.
Wait,
what?
Hold on. What killed her?
She the charge in her head.
Yeah.
Wasn't it supposed to be a bomb?
So what she's saying is that when the charge goes off, that kills her before it even explodes.
Well, to be fair, there are things that don't just because it's a charge doesn't mean it's a big explosion, but still.
Oh, wait. So you said that it was just an internal explosion?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
No, not the generic character.
Yeah, that's my biggest bugbear with the film. We knew it for like 5 minutes, and yet the movie treats it as though it's a big deal. Hello, you only even told me the name and a bit of what she does. How am I supposed to care?
It was a big deal for the mission, true.
I don't even remember her name.
Yeah, her name is Blonde Girl.
She was the mission objective, guys. We must remember her as the mission objective that I guess they failed.
But then there's quite a bit later on in this movie where they go. They even have a grand big funeral for her as well, not quite that big, but they treat it as though she was like a major star in the franchise, even though she's only on screen for like 6 minutes.
Why couldn't she be the love interest of 2?
Yeah, I mean, seriously, the last we saw of him, his love interest.
It don't make sense. It's a recognizable character, and you can dispose of to please the haters of the second movie.
And the last we saw of them, he was hooking up with her. Like, do we even get a mention of why he's not with her anymore?
No.
Sorry.
Really clumsy. Oh, hi, Lawrence Fishburne.
Beyond capable. Yeah, he's the angry commissioner, pretty much.
Of course. I'm gonna sum up his entire character. Oh, we're not believing you. You're fired.
All right, I'll be right back.
Funny, because Lawrence Fishburne played someone opposite that guy in one of the Matrix movies. That kind of caricature.
Yeah, basically they're saying it was your fault it was your fault she was stupid.
Your E's fault. Excuse me. Next time, get better defibrillators.
Oh, even better. Don't sit. Apparently she's not that long. She wasn't that long of an agent anyway. So why didn't you just send someone more experienced? But it didn't. No, it was the writers.
The script.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, those drives that we're trying to get are
Fried.
Yep.
Why did the camera move like that?
Because remember, as like we said earlier, Tio, Abrams was still getting used to filming for big screens, not small ones. Yeah, he's pretty much the angry commissioner here. Damn it, stop throwing the script drafts on the table.
Oh, he said the G word.
We're edgy.
Hold the edge.
What?
Nothing. For
Actually,
fucking nothing.
question.
God damn it!
Question, Mr. Fishburne. How long have you exactly been on the force? Because our the people we answer to seem to change with each movie.
It's
Yeah,
like the president of the
I
United States in the DC universe.
Yeah, last time it was Anthony Hopkins. Now it's Lawrence Fishburne.
Hey,
Well,
what happened to Anthony anyway?
Hopkins was always looked like an old man anyway. He could have
Yeah.
passed away.
Again, what's with the funeral treatment? I didn't even knew this person.
Well,
But
maybe
don't you see, James, you're supposed to feel bad.
But it's not like she was a major character or anything. She
You
was
should feel bad.
but she was on screen for 6 minutes. So see now that
just
they're
feel
even doing
bad,
the
Dweebs.
they're even doing the fade in and out.
Wait, hold on. Wait, they're actually are we about to get flashbacks?
Yeah, flashbacks of her training.
Oh, wait, done in montage, but
Yeah.
we haven't even seen these scenes before.
You gotta need a montage. Sports training montage.
Look at how awesome this agent was.
Yeah, she got tied up, shot like 2 people, and she died.
They're treating her like she's a love interest.
Yeah, it's like what Tia said earlier. Why did you just bring Fandy Newton back? Mr. Kelvin?
So, so he's out of his retirement now. So, are we ever going to go back to his non-agent life in the movie?
I think so, yeah.
Does his
And who are they?
does his wife or is she his fiance? Whatever. Does his lover know that he's back in the line of work?
No, remember. He did the whole lie revealed thing. I'm going to this place. I'll be back this time.
Oh, he's back, so I guess she never found out about the lie.
Mm-hmm.
And again, didn't we see a scene earlier in this movie suggesting that she's tied up and gets shot?
Remember, Jovo, in medias res.
This is okay. This is looking to be one of those times when it's done poorly. Unless they somehow come up with a brilliant fake out to suggest that she somehow did not get shot.
We'll find out. Lindsay was like my little sister.
So now what is Tom gonna do?
He's mad and wants revenge.
Of course.
Good. Isn't it his assignment anyway?
Yeah, but now it's personal.
But it was still his assignment, so...
Being personal. Okay.
But now it's personal because a character we knew for 6 minutes has died.
Didn't we already do the whole angry revenge thing anyway?
Who are you to judge?
Yeah, again in the first film.
And look, it made more sense because then it was actually on his own terms because he was being hunted down by the agency because they thought he did it. Here, it's already given to him as an assignment. Like, and seriously, it's not like nobody said, "Oh, you can't do this or that," or "You can't kill them" or anything. No, it sounds like they want the guy
Oh,
eliminated.
hi, Simon Pegg. Basically, this is actually, believe it, actually, luckily, Benji, Simon Pegg's character, isn't one of those, I'm in this one film and then I go away thing. He actually comes back for 4 and 5, and I think he's going to be in 6 too, I think.
Is he a British actor?
Yeah, Simon Pegg.
Where's he from?
Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, and the Star Trek...
I meant his nationality.
English. You've seen Star Trek Beyond, Jover. I thought you'd have known.
Who did he play in that?
Scotty.
Oh.
I remember he was
Jesus,
also the
man.
writer of that, well, one of the writers of that film too.
Yeah, that's sort of, I was also asking what his nationality is, like if he was English or Scottish.
Hey, Scotty, how you doing?
You know, the black guy reminds me of Michael. Never mind.
Hey, Scotty. Jesus, man.
Already did that.
Oh. Well, I wasn't here. Sorry.
Basically, Pedro, we discovered something else that this film rips off. I mean, borrows from the first film.
Everything.
So here's the thing.
I'm angry in its personal mission thing.
Basically, Lawrence Fishburne ordered for him to find the guys behind this all. And so now Tom's angry and it's going to be personal about it, except there's no point because he was already assigned to take the guy in or take him
One of
down
these
or
days,
whatever.
Dwebs, you have to watch Minority Report. You know the running gag of Tom Cruise running in every movie he's in?
Yeah.
Minority Report is literally an entire movie of Tom Cruise running.
Sounds awesome.
But it got a
To a point where the tie-in game they made, it's literally called Everybody Runs.
hmm And that's Cruise's, well, Ethan's his wife's job as she's a nurse.
Wait, is she his wife or his fiance?
They're together in some aspect, I've forgotten how.
Oh, so she's a doctor.
Damn it, Jim.
I'm a doctor, not a
Secret
Scottish
agent.
actor.
So what now?
Damn, Tom, how many women can you court in one movie?
Honey, are you doing anything dangerous?
No.
I mean, you come home smelling like gunpowder. You never seem to make love to me anymore. And all you seem to mumble about, aside from Katie Holmes, is about wanting vengeance for someone you barely knew.
But that's to elicit an emotional response from the artist. I mean, to fulfill my mission. I've either to...
Honey, speaking as a doctor, I get the feeling you're coming down with sequelitis of the 3rd degree.
Hey, give me some credit. It's not the second film, alright?
It's better than nothing.
Oh, by the way, we got recent word about Mighty Number 9. Well, more so Mighty Gunvolt. Still no new word on those stretch goal rewards.
Yeah, what?
Is Concept even doing anything at all? At least it's something that can be seen. Okay, no, but that's the thing. But we haven't heard. But we haven't heard about that in like what 3 years now.
Well,
Oh,
apparently
guys,
Red Ash got recently brought up.
Cruz is asking her for something.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
Get to the
Just trust
point.
him.
Honey, I think I've already been showing that I trust you.
Yeah, we're engaged to be married, remember?
Don't you see, Dweebs? The music is compelling you.
Tell me, honey, when does it end?
Sorry, Michael, but it's not working this time, I'm afraid.
Tell me, honey.
You monster!
Tell me, honey, when is it going to end? Is it going to end with this one, the 4th one, the 5th one, the 6th one?
Don't worry, you're in the 4th one. For 5 seconds.
Oh.
I mean, for a while. Also, yeah, this romantic
actually,
dialogue, it just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I'm really not feeling the romance. Like, okay, again, this is ignoring the fact that, he had a love interest well at the end of the second movie.
Oh, and now they're getting married.
What?
Okay.
Difficult circumstances, including a rough riding job.
Also, best marriage ever.
Like, seriously?
Yeah.
It's just, honey, I need you to trust me. Then let's get married in your workplace's chapel.
I don't think it's even a chapel. He just looked like they walked into some random room and
Depends.
did it there.
I don't know, Jova. I forgot if it's like this in America. Does every
Hospitals
hospital?
do have, some hospitals do have chapels.
Oh, it's only in some because it's actually obligatory in my country. Isn't it lovely when a state is a political state is supposed to be quote unquote atheist, but instead is actually pandering to religion? I digress.
Why are they doing it here? I mean, is there like some sense of
Also,
urgency or something?
lame. The couple needs to memorize those words, not let the priest tell them.
Oh, and then they pork. What?
In the hospital, guys, there's something called
that's-
hygiene.
Seriously?
Hi, Philip.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna say it right now. For all the problems that the second movie had, I at least felt the romance was handled better there than here.
Now it's off to the Vatican.
Wait,
What?
What? So let me get this straight.
They're going there.
Rooftop
They're
scene-
basically they're going there to find Hoffman.
So let me get this straight.
What is
Rooftop-
he doing in the Vatican State?
He figured he'd go around and see if I can find the Pope so he can get his blessing.
So let me see if I can get this straight. Funeral scene, rooftop scene, marriage scene, pork scene, and now this scene. Great pacing. Just really great pacing.
We just jump from thing to thing. But don't you see, Jova? Excitement. We have to keep going on the roll to keep the audience excited. See, there
Yeah,
you go. Now, now there's a car. Oh, hey, DHL.
But seriously though, seriously though,
Not
this
to
is
be
the movie where...
confused with Rome, England.
Okay, look. Here's the problem, though. This is the movie where our protagonist finally gets married. You'd think that, that would kind of be a big deal.
Well, he is Tom Cruise.
Get it, we're in Italy, so
Yeah.
people must
right,
argue in a
that's
car
true.
accident. Fuck
Yeah. Tio, would it interest you
Hey,
to know that,
hey, Papa Peter.
would it interest you to know that Orsi and Kurtzman also wrote the first two? Okay, I know about the whole Michael Bay thing, but it still bears saying. It would interest you to know that they wrote Transformers 1 and 2, which were both also accused of stereotyping.
Dwibs. Let's remember about Transformers 2. They were locked in a room during the writer's strike.
Not just that, not just that, Dwibs, but remember, it got to a point where because of the writer's strike, Michael Bay pretty much ghost wrote the whole thing, and it shows.
And besides, wasn't there a third writer who ended up having more say in the second
Yeah,
movie?
Aaron Kruger.
Now that guy earlier was smart. He saw something was wrong with the cameras and decided to call security.
The true culprits of Transformers 2 are Aaron Kruger and Michael Bay, not so much Orky and Kurtzman. The Orky and Kurtzman were pretty much... I'm pretty sure Orky and Kurtzman
Okay, guys.
have nothing but bad things to say about their experience working on that.
Okay. I'll give it credit.
First of all, haha, Humpty Dumpty. And second, the cameras are going to come back on, so Cruz needs to find a clever way of fooling the security cameras.
Of course. See that to end like this.
No, please. He's not going to do... Oh, yep, he's doing it.
Yep, he's taking the footage of the last thing the security camera saw before it did it. And he's going to put the thing in front of the camera.
And they never see him actually put it in front of the... Oh,
And
wait, that's
it
right, it was
works.
off.
Hello, what if the security camera turns?
He said, leave it be, everything went
Also,
I was just
shouldn't
saying,
they
hello,
notice-
what if they decide to turn the camera around? Won't they get a bit suspicious that, I turned the camera, sir, but the footage still looks like the same. So, should we go off and
Not
investigate?
Not only that, but isn't the traffic jam eventually going to clear up? So, In fact, aren't there other cameras that they could use to contradict stuff?
Do you ever remember? This is impossible. Okay, I get this. I get the Italian speak as something only Tio's going to get.
I should remember this part. Why have I forgotten it?
Hmm.
By the way, Tommy, you sure that security camera technique's gonna work? They're gonna turn the camera around eventually when they find anything suspicious that the picture ain't
Hey.
moving.
Wait a minute, hold on. Didn't they do a camera trick in the first movie too?
Actually, I can't remember that one.
I think it was during the big heist scene.
Can't. Well, I can't remember if they did exactly, but if they did, there's another point. Ding. Also, in we go. Now it's time to enact Operation Kidnap Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh no.
And also,
Of course, the typical hide something in the Bible.
yeah, and also to this film's credit, it does help retroactively explain something that was a little tiny wincy bit silly in the second film. The whole
What?
the whole sticky tape voice changer thing.
What do you mean? I forgot.
Remember in the second film where they had the sticky tape on your throat that changes your voice magically?
Oh, right. Kind
Yeah.
of like the bow tie in Detective Conan.
Yeah, here they actually do explain how they work it and how it's made and stuff.
Yeah.
So credit to Abrams, Orky, and Kurtzman for bothering to try and fill in that little oddity.
Go!
I'll also give the movie this. It's definitely not boring, at least.
Well,
Oh, no,
when
it's
doing
not
its pacing
boring. I just
right.
think it goes too fast.
Yeah.
And it's
again,
like
that's
2
like a
hours
common-
long.
Isn't that like a common criticism of Abrams stuff? It goes by so fast you can't keep up.
Honestly, aside from this one, I've never really had a problem with the pace in this movie, in his movies.
So yeah,
That actress played. Is that woman played by Ming Na?
no, Maggie. This is Maggie Q.
Hmm.
Sorry, Joe. At the timing, was busy doing the voices for Mulan too.
Oh yeah, that's right. She was.
Poor
Yeah.
Ming Na.
Such a waste of
Mulan
time.
2 is going to be such a fun movie to dig my claws into.
Oh God, hate that movies.
That movie.
Mulan 2.
Wouldn't they have felt that?
Psst,
Whatever.
you. Psst.
Yeah.
Psst.
But Mr. Abrams, it does.
Yeah, psst.
I wonder if he does that to the. What if he tries to do that to the people who hate Into Darkness?
Just a moment.
Honestly, Dwibs, after the mixed reception of Into Darkness, he did step back as a director and allowed other people to do it while he was producing it. Come on.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
were most
yeah, I know,
people's
I know.
issues
But
with Into Darkness being.
remember, Pedro, this is the internet. If someone doesn't like is even remotely affiliated with something, therefore it's going to be shit. Apparently.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I never really got the overall issues people have with Into Darkness. The only thing I could imagine
Well,
is the fact that
it's
kind
like Dwibs
of
said,
extremely similar
it's
to the
another.
actual Star Wars 2.
Well, it's like Dwibs always says. It's yet again Abrams falling into his one weakness, the fact that he takes a famous movie and he
And
kind of
just
remakes
redoes
it. Yeah, which is basically what Into Darkness is. It's Wrath of Khan again.
Yeah, and I'll admit, I mean, I guess it is kind of cool to see what it would be like if Kirk and Spock's roles were switched around. I guess that's neat.
We'll save that for the actual movie. Okay.
So, what possible devices will she be using today?
Another thing about the Vatican, though, I get the front security thing. I get the gate security being that guarded, but don't you think there'd be like, spikes on the walls or?
Hey, Dwibs.
Is that the case with the Vatican?
Hold on.
Hold on. What's the question?
Does the Vatican have like have like better security than this one.
Like spikes on the wall, Dubs is asking.
Not in a sense, in a physical way, but it has a lot of people patrolling every single inch of it.
Wait a minute.
With
Hold on,
security, with
Dubs.
security so flawless, it gets fooled by a still picture. I'm still not letting that go.
Hold on, Dubs. You're suggesting an Italian stronghold would have spikes on the wall. That sounds like something you'd see at a Mario castle.
What is he doing?
They're making the world's greatest Philip Seymour Hoffman cosplay mask.
Oh, the twist mask of Seymour Hoffman's face.
Right on the fly.
Hey, Teo.
Yes,
Member Rafa Khan?
I remember. Motherfucker. Okay. There he is.
You'll excuse me. I'm off to
So
hunt
I
down.
forgot. Is Philip Seymour Hoffman's character like a rich person that's just evil, or is he like owner of a company or something?
He's a evil guy.
Oh,
What's his motivation?
take
He's
over the
evil.
world.
No, okay. What's he exactly trying to get?
He's evil.
I think there is a motivation. To be fair, I just can't remember what.
No. You just don't do this like that.
Again,
But don't you
what
see,
is
Teo?
it
We
with
can
you-
rebuild him. We have the technology.
Wouldn't you need something more like latex to, make it seem more realistic on the
Not
scale?
just that, you need multiple layers of paint in order to reproduce.
Again,
Right.
what?
So-
Again, look, Mission Impossible movies had their suspension of disbelief, but this one goes off the freaking cliffs with it.
Okay, all we have to do to make you look like Sir Philip Seymour Hoffman properly is just tug down your mask a few times. Do that. And bam,
now
Philip Seymour
start
Hoffman's there now.
And now start repeating with me. The suck zone.
You officially look like you could star in a Robin Williams movie now.
But Ethan, there's a bit of a problem though. Won't people notice that you're shorter than him?
You shorter than him? Huh.
Apparently, yeah.
The oldest trick in the book. Sorry.
Yeah, I just.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to hunt down this old colleague of mine from medical college.
And then I need to go off and find this Katniss person.
Katniss.
Oh god, yeah, it was in the Hunger Games too.
Oh
Why,
my god,
Philip?
he was.
Why?
Because he hasn't been in enough mediocrity.
Mediocrity or terribleness when it comes to certain movies?
Well, that's the problem, Joba. Again, as I said, Philip was actually a very good, talented actor. Why the fuck was he starring in so many bad movies?
I guess he just
Also,
rolled the
those
dice badly on some of his movie picks.
This room and those doors either are that small or that guy is extremely bulk and tall.
Are we in Alice in Wonderland?
Yes, why not?
That's what they should have renamed this movie. Tom Cruise in Wonderland.
That would make sense considering how inane this movie is compared to the previous two.
Wow, that's saying something. When someone's giving the second movie more credit, you've done fucked up somewhere.
Honestly, I still don't understand how can someone give the second movie more credit than this.
Look,
Joe
I'm not-
Perez.
hold on. I'm not saying that, the second movie was better than this. I'm just saying that the second movie had more logical sense than
Surprise.
this.
Who are you? Oh,
This movie's more fun though.
Okay, now this
I
is
never
how
said
they
it
this is how
wasn't.
they explain the thing. Fun fact: Roberto Orsi actually contacted a language professor and asked him to write that poem so that the scene would make as much sense as possible. Because he's forcing him to read that thing so they can copy his speech patterns exactly.
Huh. That's neat.
Okay.
Now that makes
Okay.
sense.
Ethan, you're talking as well. Won't that interfere?
Now
Sure.
that makes sense. Jova 2017.
Well, it makes sense in most of the stuff in this movie. Again, look, I'm not saying that this is a worse movie than 2. I'm just saying that it makes less logical sense than 2. For better or for worse.
What do we do?
Whoopsie.
I will lack a bit of privacy.
You could just nod.
Really?
Just
really?
nod your head.
Oh, come on.
Nod
I
your
mean, I
head,
know-
you idiot!
You're in Italy, you should gesture.
Hey, that's what he's doing. He's gesturing.
Mamma mia.
Boy, this movie really has a hard-on for the countdowns.
Dun, 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 dun.
Henchman, I'm stupid.
I'm just going to ignore the fact that you sound like you had a mic there, boss.
Yeah. Seriously, just nod your head. It's not that difficult.
Come on.
You see, well, you see, the thing is, when it comes to these movies, we constantly have to go to Italy because, according to Lautrec, the word impossible is not French. So,
Impossible.
serious, what the fuck was up with that line, by the way? The word impossible is not French. How does, what?
Alright,
It's the same of that line from Ultimate Captain America. Does that letter on my front says France?
Just gotta get me charger, guys. I'll be right back.
Sure.
So, I forget. What is this guy evil for?
You'll get your motivation, Jova. Just hold on.
No, I meant like, well, why is he their target again? Like, he's the one responsible for that agent getting caught.
Yes. I
I guess it's just weird because normally by now you've at least seen the bad guys do something evil before they get, trussed up like this.
There you go, Jova. They're doing something evil. They're doing something sneaky in the shadows.
Hold on, but those are supposed to be the good guys.
For you.
I like how that woman almost got dressed for this mission.
Do it. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Of course. Not exactly the most covert thing to do, but okay.
Yeah, bang.
I guess it fools them into thinking he's dead.
Also, navigation in the River Tevere is actually prohibited if you don't have a license. It's only restricted for specific boats.
And that's that.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure JJ
Didn't care, okay.
paid for that.
No, I know in terms of the plot.
Yeah.
Well, they're secret agents too. I'm pretty sure they have permission.
Well, again. They're trying to be secret, but wouldn't you kind of stand out sailing on that in broad daylight?
To be fair, James Bond does that all the time as well.
Well, James Bond doesn't exactly play by the rules.
What is it with 2006 and a lot of really dumb things in movies and video games?
I don't know.
So anyway, they have captured Philip Seymour Hoffman and are now taking him back to
I'm sure
for
nothing will
his
go wrong with
crimes.
it.
Oh god. It's a good
Right.
thing I'll be in Marion Max in 3 years.
And there's a
Hey.
good job I'll have a better film in 5 years. What a better film in
Wait.
this series.
Hold on. Tom Cruise saying you're dead to Philip Seymour Hoffman. Was he talking about his career around the time?
Well, it's been fun today, Pope, but it's time to close in. Au revoir. It's French for "you're dead, babe."
Now he's trying to make a personal cliche. Ding!
This time, it's
It's
personal.
personal.
Wait, hold on. So he's suggesting that he didn't do all that?
Remember, Jova, that's later on in the film.
Let me guess. It turns out he's just a fall guy, and he's going to really be pissed at them for wrongfully accusing him, isn't he?
Actually, Jova, he's the actual.
He still must be evil, in order to pull
Yeah,
that off.
true. But maybe he wasn't the one responsible for the first act, is what I mean.
Okay. Basically, just don't. All right, Tom and the
Okay,
rest of the crew
Can
don't
the
mention his.
camera not to focus too much on the characters' faces?
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Half the time I can see their nose. I can see his nose hair.
Look, Tom. Do you think you got it bad? I was in Twister.
I was in
I went through
I was in Mission
the
Impossible 2,
suck
Glory.
zone.
Well, I was in Patch Adams.
Gonna take you
Oh my god, that's true.
to the
So yeah, basically, don't spill out his name, otherwise Hoffman, if he escapes, will find his relatives and kill them.
What the
Don't.
hell?
Call my name.
So how we're threatening him?
That.
Let you see, Theo, this is psychological convincing.
Tom know that killing him will not provide the things he needs.
Yeah,
He's not gonna kill
that's
him.
the thing they're looking for.
It's
Tom.
a-
This thing called
It's
the
okay,
rap-
Theo. We're not going to
You-
kill him. We're just going to hurt him, really.
You
badly.
idiot! You just told him his name. Also, yeah, that's what they're looking for. The rabbit's foot. They never explain it.
Wait, what? You're telling me that the mystical MacGuffin of this whole venture, and we never even really get explained what it is or what it does?
We know, Jova. It's so that we can get past the big-handed gnome, so we can enter the rest of the island and collect the
Yeah,
other
it's,
stuff, so we can send Princess Casima.
Yeah, but basically, Jova, it's lazy writing. I mean, it's to build up mystery and
pretty sure
intrigue that makes this
breaks
film
some of his
smart.
rules.
Yeah, with these whole mystery things that we never find out what they are, there's a very fine line between genuine intrigue and just laziness.
Like, I hate to say it, but at least we knew what the
To be
whole...
fair, the second movie was stupid enough to call a virus chimera. So
Yeah. Although I'll give the second movie credit, at least we knew what exactly that virus was for and what it did. Basically something to, of course, wipe your records clear and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Here, for all we know, it could actually be a rabbit's foot.
And he heard his name being yelled.
why
why
you're
did
dead,
the-
Tom.
So why did the guy yell out his name instead of just saying, "Hey, stop, don't do it," without saying his name?
No, stop, come back.
Why did you say my name? Why did you say my name?
It's my name.
Oh god. I guess we're friends now.
Well, no, we're still mortal enemies.
Oh. It's a good thing we're still mortal enemies. Could you imagine if we became friends just because you said I said your name? That would be stupid.
Yeah. Besides, this
So,
film's already
where are
pretty
we
stupid
going now?
enough. They're taking him to
Isengard.
Isengard.
We're
No,
taking the Philip to Isengard.
They're going to interrogate him, even though they tried that on the plane and it didn't work.
Yeah, something's gonna go south during this transfer.
Oh, you again?
It's okay, Dwebs. We're going to get Batman to interrogate him.
Oh, here we go. She went to Germany. ID'd Hoffman and just trying to track him down and stuff.
So how'd they get this?
Oh my god, Lawrence Fishburne was a bad guy!
No.
See, again,
I couldn't
the
see
boss
that
of the
coming.
thing turns out to be the villain. Where ever heard that before?
Oh my god! I called it literally seconds before it went south.
Hey,
Huh.
Jova, stop me if you've heard this before. The head turns out to be the villain.
Mission Impossible 1.
Not
Yeah.
just that.
So many.
Well, at least this time it's not shitting on a beloved character, at least.
No, it's just ripping it off now.
Okay. I hate to say it. While of course it was crapping on the original, at least the impact was better there. Like, and to be fair, that movie at least earned its twist in itself.
Oh,
This,
Jova, don't question the movie now. We got an action scene.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Okay,
another.
okay.
That's another thing. That's actually. I think that's another thing that's wrong with Abrams. He tries to cover up really stupid stuff by having an action scene like a second later, hoping that the audience won't be able to process it and get distracted by the action.
I'm guessing that coupled with the negative receptions of the second movie must have worked from when it first came out, because heck, it even has a 70% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Like I said, it's for the same reason that Secret Rings, for some moronic reason, got good reviews back then.
I'll give Secret Rings this. It was also innovative and did lead to a much better sequel.
Innovative. Okay.
Well,
And
Pedro, in
Secret
a
Rings
sense,
also had a good
in a sense,
story.
the ideas that he had were not done before, so technically innovative. The
Yeah.
quality of them is actually questionable, but the fact they are innovative, yes.
Not to mention,
And now
Secret
they're being
Rings
attacked
does
from
have
behind.
some legit good things still going for it. Whereas this movie, I'm sorry, it's just a weaker Mission Impossible 1 to me.
Yeah. Shoot the helicopter with that little pistol. I'm sure that'll work.
It only works in video games, Tom. This is a movie.
Or Maggie Q, but well, yeah, same thing.
Let's see. Fast-paced with eye-popping stunts and special effects, the latest Mission Impossible installment delivers everything an action fan could ask for. A thrilling summer popcorn flick. That's the critic consensus of this movie.
Like I said, there is one. The fact that it is a fun action movie, that does old water at the very least.
It's
The
fun,
movie's not
it's fun.
boring.
It's fun. I mean, I guess speaking as someone who isn't a Mission Impossible fan, though, it's just kind of a shame because, like, well, the last two Mission Impossible movies, for better or for worse, tried to have action, but also have compelling stories with them too. Here, I'll admit the action and music are fun and great. The story is really taking a toll on it for me, sadly.
Don't worry, Jova.
Four's better. I'm 5.
No, don't worry. Brad Bird directs the next one.
Nice.
But we got this film. We don't. How long's left for this?
Well, we're literally an hour away from the end.
Oh boy, one more hour.
Well, I also noticed. I mean, for all you said about the pacing being fast, the main. What the fuck are we doing?
They're spraying the wall with milkshake.
Is that plastic?
Oh, it's acid, I think.
Acid that looks like milkshake.
So, question: If
No,
Lawrence
go ahead, Pedro. I'll say later.
If Lawrence Fishburne, the director, is in on this, why didn't he just have him be extracted earlier instead of waiting for this part?
Because he's evil. He wants to kill them too, or something.
All right. Okay. Can Cruise escape the missile?
No,
And
they're
the
not-
explosion blows him sideways.
Yeah.
What? 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 No! Come on, Abrams! See,
Abrams
Moving
is-
on.
Abrams, the whole "it looks cool" excuse can only go so far.
I mean, seriously, if you're gonna have an explosion look cool, have it blow in the right way.
Also, yeah,
I get
apparently
it.
we
was,
can
in like a frozen substance that
does
makes
that.
something more
Fortunately-
breakable.
Fortunately, unlike Zack Snyder, Abrams matured over the years when it comes to this stuff.
Anyway, what I was saying is that for all the supposed fast pacing of most of the scenes, the actual plot elements of the story seems to be actually very slow.
Yeah.
I mean, in a
So you
sense
can-
that
Back on.
we have the initial mission, then we just got the mission with Philip Seymour Hoffman, and now he's getting captured. Ajay is getting captured by the other bad guys.
And he threw his gun. Why? Because he's
Because he
about
wants
to
to
jump?
leap, damn it.
Because
And-
because
and
we
he
wanted to
just
see
leave it
Philip
at
Seymour Hoffman do something cool, Jova.
Yeah,
We're cool.
That again. Yeah, Christ, I'm bringing up a lot of issues with Abrams, but there's another thing that's kind of off about Abrams.
Shoot him.
Abrams,
Shoot him.
Abrams kind of confuses cool with, well, silly sometimes.
Shoot him. Shoot him.
Well, like I said, he got better at this.
Jova, he's the main character. They're not going to shoot him.
And shoot him in a leg.
But
Sir, should we just kill him?
No. I want him to suffer long enough for him to be in a bad movie as I was.
But, sir, whatever.
Oh, Tommy's depressed.
I want him to be in something as bad as Patch Adams. Actually, has he been in something as bad as that movie? Tom Cruise?
Hmm,
I'm thinking.
Jack Reacher was apparently a piece of shit.
Oh no!
I'll check it.
I
Wait,
actually,
Jack
Jack
The
Reacher's
one with
actually
Robin
pretty
Williams?
alright.
Oh no, never mind. I mean the second one.
Wait, hold on. Jack Reacher. Is that Robin Williams?
No,
No.
Hold on, I'm checking
That was
Tom
just
Cruise
Jack.
filmography.
I'm not talking about the first Jack Reacher. Talking about the second one.
Never go back. Yeah, it's a step down from the first one, but I still enjoyed it alright.
I mean, like something as despicably bad as
What
Patch
about
Adams.
Oblivion? Did you like Oblivion?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, and would you look at that? He's going after his loved one who he just married and porked, and yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really not feeling it.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Again,
Also,
she's supposed to...
Sorry, go on.
She's supposed to be his wife and stuff, yet the most we seen was like them in bed, rooftop, a party, marriage, and
Well, there
Pork
is.
scene.
Well, Dubs, I did hate. Well, Jova, I did hate War of the Worlds. So if that counts for anything.
Also,
True.
shower scene.
Of course. Let me guess.
This
she
is-
gets-
David,
and
David,
because she's in the shower, she can't answer the phone.
David Cage later took inspiration from this for Heavy Rain.
Ugh, damn it, the script.
Patient.
Okay. So now she's being put to sleep by a yellow dot.
What is that? A tranquilizer patch?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, she's been kidnapped.
Gee,
Don't
it's
worry.
almost like
Don't worry, my kind of one-dimensional wife. I'm coming to save you.
we introduced this character only for her to get kidnapped.
I think she left. Chick, chick, chick. Okay, I give up. You just went
Yeah.
past her, you idiot. Don't you think it's a bit suspicious? I mean, was he disguised as a police officer? Didn't he stop to think to himself, why would a police officer be carrying around a...
Cadaver?
Yeah.
Man, fuck the police.
Are all kingpins predicting
Philip, are
their
you
treatment during the second Transformers film?
Philip, are you talking about your character
Not for
sheet?
nothing, by the way. Actually, this brought something earlier that I think it should also be brought up. There's also the fact. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to take away blame from Abrams and Orky and Kurtzman, but Cruise is the producer. He should have also, kept a check on them to make sure they were doing things properly.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's like how I felt Michael Fassbender should have been better with being producer for Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Because, seriously, Cruz, you were the producer who saved the first movie from, ending as a developmental disaster. You should have been there to save this movie.
Also, yeah, we need to bring you in.
John Turturro.
Wait, hold on.
Look, buddy. I gotta get myself a good career, but because Michael Bay is gonna so that Michael Bay can destroy it later.
So let me get this straight. So just like the first Mission Impossible movie, he's been framed by the director of the agency.
Tom Cruise is running.
You know, Jova, are you sure we need to commentate on this? Or I think all we need to do is just upload our first film commentary again.
Question: is the climactic fight a train scene?
No.
Ah, man, then we could have.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Okay. Another thing this movie is missing: an iconic scene like the first movies with that heist scene.
Hopefully, I'll be able to get
Tom Cruise's audition for Bane.
Actually, I just realized something. Actually, this for Mission Impossible movie, this one seems to be lacking in the heist scenes.
Hopefully, when it's my turn to do a movie, we'll have enough time to do Super 8, so we can do a really good comparison of how far Abrams has come in terms of getting better with this.
Oh, it's okay, Mako. I know that he's improved over here. I'm just critiquing his job done here.
Actually, Tio, apparently they didn't go through the proper channels to do the Vatican thing.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Fishburne said that they didn't get proper authorization through proper channels to do the Vatican mission.
Why is he
Sorry,
bringing this up
Pedro.
now? Like it matters? Oh,
Wait. Sorry for what?
Because before you said that you assumed that the status were gonna get notice my backward directing.
You can make out everything.
I'm sorry,
I'll bleed
you're
on
not-
the flag to make
I'm
sure the
sorry.
stripes stay red.
Lawrence Fishburne mouth is not interesting to look at. He's actually really awkward.
Wait, I'll bleed on the flag to make sure the stripes stay red. Are you sure Michael Bay didn't write this one, Pedro? That sounds like a line he come up with.
True.
And
My face is my warrant.
isn't like another is I'm trying to remember. Was another criticism of Abrams? Is that he's just Michael Bay light, or is that someone else?
No, please,
Actually,
no.
no.
I think
no.
you're thinking
Come
about
on.
Battleship.
Oh yeah, that was
on,
Peter
Bruce.
Burke. Sorry.
J.J. Abrams at his worst is still light years better than fucking Michael Bay. Come on.
Yeah,
Gee, guys, I wonder who the
the mole.
Wait,
I intercepted
there's
a call. I know he wants to do this for. Yeah, wait. He mimes that stuff. He mimes a secret message to Cruz.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of having fun laughing at this insanity.
At this point, it is kind of becoming a game, but
It's one of those things where, like, just turn off your brain and enjoy the madness.
And he slips something into his hand, and everyone's looking at him.
okay, yeah,
Yeah, no.
no.
There's security everywhere, and there's people
Hey,
on the
hey,
other
hey,
side of
hey.
the screen.
Teo, I
Yes?
just realized this movie is a better Speed Racer movie than the actual Speed Racer movie. Think about it. It's just as insane as Speed Racer.
That guy may as well have just said, "Sorry, Cruz, but there is no way I can help you. There is
So,
no way I'm
Dweebs,
going to slip something into your hand."
are we supposedly disposing of him?
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, they're gonna get rid of him, quote unquote.
Also,
No, I know, but I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna like put him in the acid or something.
I don't know.
Oh, I guess we'll never know.
so is there any reason why that guy in particular helped him out?
Did that
I
guy
don't
just
get
had a
an explanation
machete
for
in
that.
his pocket?
Well, there is Joba, but I'm not quite sure how you're gonna like it.
Really? Well,
We'll find out.
So how will Tom get out of this one?
oh boy.
Do
oh,
another
shit.
elevator scene like the first film. Albeit slightly different, you know.
Also,
the lift isn't.
no, if I recall correctly, the elevator caves are greasy as fuck. You should be plummeting to your doom now. Get it? Director Burr Hassel. Ha 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 ha. Kill me.
Forgive me, I don't get it.
Either hassle in a sense of impediment or asshole.
Oh.
What? Cruz, what were you doing? Were you miming what they were saying? Were you trying to do an impression of a goldfish?
Also, seriously, the secret agency HQ has one of the most stupid cliches a layer can have. Air duct that are person-sized.
Find me the script writers. Also, he just runs right out the front door.
Yeah, sorry, I don't think that's a good licensed song to put in this movie.
Also, okay, it's bad enough it's ripping off the first film, but now you're taking inspiration from Blade Trinity, where they just run right out the front door with no police giving chase.
Okay, yeah, reception to the second movie must have been really bad. Doug Walker? Mutton chops? That's seriously what that guy looked like. Hello, I'm Tom Cruise. I remember it, so you don't have to.
And now they're in Shanghai so hang on. He's continuing the mission, even though, again, not to be confused with Shanghai. Yeah, not to be confused with Shanghai, Korea. And
get it? People are poor, so they hang their clothes out. So what is he doing in Shanghai?
continuing his mission.
So basically learned that they took Seymour Hoffman here.
Yeah.
Oh man, we could have called it 1408.
What was that a reference? Oh yeah.
Yeah, to a Stephen King book, which later became a movie with Samuel L. Jackson and that guy from Friends, I think.
John Cusack.
Oh, sorry, John Cusack. He wasn't in Friends. Sorry.
All right.
You're talking about room 1443.
Oh yeah, Pedro.
Actually, it's 1408.
1408. That's it.
Yeah, basically, Pedro, you missed the most elaborate escape plan from a top agency building ever. Run right out the front door with no security.
Not to mention the fact that a secret agency of all places has vents easily that their agents could sneak through. Oh, and also he played the song "We Are Family."
Because why not?
We're family.
Tom Cruise with a knife.
Yeah, don't kill me. I'm in the other two films.
How convenient. I'm guessing So what, did he send a message out to his team?
At least this series is progressive for not letting the black guy dying at all.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Ving Rhames has been in all the movies.
So they treated the black guy even better than they did in the
But they make up for it by killing a lot of women.
True.
Yeah. What's her name died?
What's her name?
This reminds me about how Expendables managed to not diss the black guy until the third movie. I'm not the only one who dislikes the third Expendables movie, am I?
No. You just because.
I'm pretty sure nobody likes the third Expendables movie.
That reminds me, Joa, we still need to commentate on the second one.
Remember, we're waiting for Shiro in that one because...
I keep fucking forgetting.
In the meantime, though, Pedro, do you still have our audio? Well, do we still have our audios for 1 and 3?
Pretty sure we do. Let me check.
Also, reminder that Eric Roberts also was the main star of A Talking Cat.
Okay, movie. I know what you're going for. Trying to match his drawing with the window, but the camera guy was a bit off.
Lens flare.
Don't you
J.J.
mean
Abrams?
Man? I'm so hilarious.
So, for some guy who's just seen that his that his newly wedded wife is kidnapped, he's acting relatively calm.
Well, I guess
secret agent, he needs to be remain calm in all situations.
Plus, he's the leader of this group, so he needs a
Yeah, here's the problem, though. Look. One of my compliments of the first movie was the fact that they didn't go with the stereotypical, an agent will always be calm in every single gosh darn situation. Because, yes, there were times when he calmed down, but he still acted frantic, as, one should be in a predicament like this. It made him feel more human and more easy to relate with. Here, he's just super secret agent man.
Also,
Asian man.
Vin Graham said there's a point where bold becomes stupid. Someone should have told JJ that.
Well, it could have been worse, Joe. It could have been a secret squirrel.
Secrets. Yeah, where's the squirrel's foot?
hey,
It's actually an old Hanna-Barbera cartoon, Reeves.
Yeah, and he even got brought back in Two Stupid Dogs.
See, here's the thing, Dibs. As much as we praise Hanna-Barbera, we have to remember those guys were quite possibly the people who started the trend of lazy animation redubs.
Well, the thing, the thing is, you guys have to also remember that at the time, animation was kind of in the fucking dark age. I mean, it was kind of hard to get finance for proper, really good-looking animation at the time.
No, it's not so much the animation; it's how samey their projects were.
Especially again.
Okay.
What Mr. Enter said in the 70s, every cartoon they pretty much made was a copy cartoon or a copy of the Scooby-Doo.
The main thing.
So yeah, Dibs, what is Tom's gonna do?
He's going to do some infiltration work.
Dark
like
Knight.
Batman.
Yeah.
You got 18
Batman
minutes.
also went to Shanghai, China. Oh wait, no. That was Hong Kong. He went to.
What was the Joker that was saying? Like the Chinese guy, his plan's not gonna work.
He is a squealer. Batman has no jurisdiction. Find him, and he will sell you out. Something along the lines of that.
He said the line. Actually, the line was, "I know a squealer when I see one." And
basically, I think he's going to try and he's building hopping. I think.
Building hopping. I think even Batman would scuff at that.
Well, let's see how let's see how he tries to do it.
That's okay. Well, that's okay, Joe. Remember, Peter Parker did it in the first Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, but he's Spider-Man.
Peter Parker has spider powers. Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise.
Exactly.
Yeah, Scientology powers.
Yeah.
Huh? Is there another explosion?
I feel a disturbance.
No, they're throwing ping pong balls.
Okay.
The baseball.
Oh, wait, no, baseballs. So,
yeah, that's a thing I never understood. Why you Americans have those machines that throw baseballs at you?
It's to practice batting.
It's to simulate how fast a ball travels when someone throws it.
Yeah.
Quick, before one of those baseballs lightly bruises us a bit.
To the baseball.
Yeah, like, seriously. So it's supposed to distract them from the wall, I'm guessing?
It's supposed to distract them from Crew's,
Why would all the forces go just because of baseballs?
Jova, stop thinking and enjoy the show.
But the first Mission Impossible movies didn't ask me to turn my brain off. Well, okay, two maybe a bit, but not as much.
I'll give this movie at least one credit in terms of what Jova just said, though. For as much as it constantly wants us not to think, it at the very least can be entertaining as a trade-off, whereas Spirit Riding 3 can't even do that.
Yeah.
Okay, now Crew's feet is kind of Spider-Man. He's swinging on them.
And nobody sees this in a brightly lit city, of course.
What?
Well, Jova, this is typical action movie logic. Well, Jova, this is typical action movie logic, Jova. There's nobody. It's kind of like in Suicide Squad, where they're in the middle of the street and there's nobody around for some reason.
Forget, wasn't the city evacuated?
Yeah, that was evacuated. This is remember, I think Shanghai is one of those we never sleep places. So
yeah, and with Batman, he did it covertly.
He actually did it, the absolute madman.
Yeah, I knew he'd make it. Did you though, Luther? Did you? Oh no, wait, sorry. He read the script.
I remember when that used to be my joke instead of yours.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Ding! I read the script.
Like, seriously, the first time that joke was ever uttered was actually during our Maleficent original commentary by me.
What targ was that?
Oh, is that guy the one who mimed what he said to him, or
I
was that
don't-
still a different guy?
I don't know.
Don't remember. I think the haircut was different though. So are we gonna start Lemon?
Are we really doing this now?
A cat?
Lady, now is not really the time. Well, okay.
There's a time
Maybe
and a place for mucking around.
and that's it, I guess. A bit of small talk.
Tactical nuke incoming! Sorry.
What did they come there to do exactly?
He's too
Java,
low.
Java, what's it going to take for you to realize that it's useless?
It's no use.
Exactly. Just basically, Java, by this point you should have already known that you're supposed to just turn off your brain and enjoy the action. That's what Abrams clearly wants you to do here.
Tell you what, Pedro, I'll do that as soon as you learn to accept the line "long time no see."
Eh.
Checkmate.
Also, to be honest, Pedro, I'm not even enjoying that much the action, but that's mostly just me.
Well, no,
because
I'm
when it
not
comes
saying
to
that the action
no,
is...
hold on, allow me to elaborate because I don't want to. Okay, okay.
That happened.
I don't want to say that the movie is negative objectively just for me. That's because when it comes to spy stories, the way that I appreciate is the fact it's about the extravagant gadget and how they get out of the situation using them. For this movie, it's just mostly action scenes that any stuntman with enough braveness or foolishness can do.
Mhm.
And also, I guess an issue I have as well.
And also the
action
truck's
is
out of control because
Did he just throw a grenade?
in the middle of the streets.
he dropped it.
And yeah, don't get me wrong, Tim, I agree with you, but I still don't understand how can some people say that the action scenes in Casino Royale were amazing, even though they're basically the exact same kind of shit you see here.
I think the main issue I have with the action here is like, well, while it's fun, the action here is a bit predictable at this point. As in, like, well, they don't really spice things up with a lot of the action scenes, really.
Then again, Joe, we're technically not with in the climax, so anything can happen. No,
Well,
if this was Heavy Rain, he should have died immediately.
Ethan, come in. The Paramount executives are coming. They want to terminate your contract with them after this film expires.
why would they want to do that?
Because of your antics and the fact this movie didn't do all that well, relatively speaking.
Well, screw it. They'll like it better than the second one.
Are you sure about that?
I like it. I like it better than the second one.
I have to say me too.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I could definitely.
The second one was just terrible all around. This one,
Yeah.
at least, this one at the very least is entertaining to an extent.
I can definitely agree that this is better than the second one.
So-
I guess.
hold on. We're in Shanghai. Edwina chasing with a car. Is there gonna be? There we go.
A
I
fruit
was
stand.
just asking for it.
Wait.
Okay.
You don't have a signal in Shanghai?
What? I'm sorry. No.
Don't you
Hello?
see? Don't you see, Reeves? It's the communist fault.
You see, Dwebs.
But some of the cities in China are actually pretty well technologically advanced for a
The
for a
communist
communist
fault,
country.
Reeves. You need to wipe the 1.2 million communists. Man,
Dwebs and Jova. At this point, you're better off doing what I say. Just pretend that this is the actual Speed Racer movie that we never got.
But I can't. There's no fast-paced rush talking.
There's no Mach 5.
Could you imagine, Dwebs, if Tom Cruise was cast as
Tom
Speed?
Cruise. This summer, Tom Cruise is Speed Racer.
Oh, now you get a signal.
Well, Tom Cruise is always running in his movies, so now he gets also run while
With John Travolta as Racer X, and
Yes.
Danny DeVito, I forgot.
Nicolas
Danny
Cage.
DeVito as Bridal.
I've got the rabbit. I've got the rabbit's foot. Whatever. it is,
So
whatever.
would Nicole Kidman be Trixie?
Oh, wait.
Big.
Oh, this is the guy.
Sorry.
Let me guess. The rabbit's foot is just another bomb.
Sure, why not?
Bomb.
Because seriously, that's one thing that's
Oh
been.
my god, JC, it's a bomb! A bomb! Sorry, Deus Ex reference.
Thank you, Tom. I'll be sure to use that information wisely.
But yeah, the main issue I've had with the action in this movie is the fact that, like, well, it's been so samey throughout it. I mean, it's literally
Yeah.
been like fight scene, chase, fight scene, chase.
That's exactly my main problem also with the action in Casino Royale, because the action in Casino Royale was so underwhelming and samey.
I haven't seen Casino Royale, so I guess I can't judge.
Well, again, unlike its sequel, Pedro, I can at least.
Oh,
defend-
no, trust me, I agree with you there. Whatever you're about to say, I agree.
Shall I
Whoa,
say it?
wait,
Shall I say it
what's
though,
the
just in case the
sequel?
audience makes assumptions?
Sure, go ahead.
Basically, Joe, that unlike Quantum of Solace, I could actually at least see the action in Casino Royale.
Yeah, I'll give it that. It's okay. Sam Mendes brought things full circle.
So wait, that's just it for the rest of the team?
Reminds me, Dubs, do we have any news on who's directing the next one?
No, not yet.
Ah.
Well,
We know Daniel Craig is going to be starring again, but we don't know the director.
Oh,
that'll be.
Is John Logan writing at least?
Again, we're not entirely sure.
I hope so, because I really like what Logan has been doing with the franchise.
Anyway, now it's time for Cruise to deliver the rabbit's foot. I would be surprised if it's an actual rabbit's foot.
So wait, so let me get this straight. So he stole the rabbit's foot to trade it?
Actually, there you go. Actually, let me quickly check something.
Well, yeah, Hoffman kinda has his girlfriend.
Question. Okay, if Lawrence Fishburne was working with the bad guy, why didn't he just send him on an assignment to steal the rabbit's foot in the first place?
Good question.
Also, now
No, I mean,
he's been
seriously.
ordered to drink whatever that is,
It's poison. I can see that from a mile away.
but he's been told to drink it, so he must.
But
He
Val
must,
must.
goddammit.
Yeah, seriously though, I'm not gonna let this one go. If Lawrence Fishburne is working with the bad guy, he
Prosit.
should have. What?
Gee, maybe drinking that suspicious-looking toxin was a bad idea.
Also,
I know he was forced to drink it, but still.
Also, I'm gonna guess that the reason the agent in the beginning of this movie got killed was because she was actually learning about what.
And now we're back to the
Did we
the
just
first
use?
scene of the movie.
Did we just use a sex scene to segue?
Yes.
Yes, we have.
I
Oh,
guess
it's
it's still
you!
better than.
So that's how
Inspector
they
Gadget.
got. That's how they got the thing in his.
Pretty sure that guy was supposed to have been blown up, and all he has is a.
So
broken
he
nose.
has the same thing that killed the other agent inside him now.
So yeah. Now we're
Or
at
time
the
limit.
now we're at the first scene again.
By the way, Dwebs, I just thought of something, considering you like to bring this topic up a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't Skyfall Sam Mendes' first big budget epic action blockbuster?
No, I think he did something as big scale before. I think he did Jarhead.
I mean, I know he did Revolutionary Road, which was a very intimate and not at all mainstream movie. It was a character study. So
Wait,
he also made American Beauty, and American Beauty was anything but an action movie. So.
We do.
Why did you guys fly back if you knew he was a bad guy?
Because we like to make things overcomplicated for ourselves. It makes it thrillingly challenging.
I guess.
That's pretty much this movie in a nutshell.
No, well, we know she gets shot.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. But didn't he want the rabbit's foot? What else does he want?
The rabbit's foot.
Revenge.
That thing wasn't the rabbit's foot, apparently.
He wants Tom Cruise's career. Because his career is not as good.
Okay. so-
Well, she's dead.
Oh no.
I thought she said she shows up in the next movie.
Well, maybe she does in a flashback or something.
Or as a ghost, like
Okay.
Liam Neeson.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've got some questions I want to ask him.
Yeah, I'm not buying. There's still got to be the mask twist
All right,
somewhere.
and okay, now it's time for another big reveal.
She wasn't his girl.
This guy was actually the mole villain person thing, not Lawrence Fishburne.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Dun, dun, dun.
Wait, what? What?
Yep, they pulled a swerve on us. Lawrence Fishburne want the villain. This guy is.
So then why was Lawrence Fishburne even... Oh, because,
Antagonistic.
of course. So let me guess.
He
This
was
guy...
just misunderstood.
So let me get this straight. This guy turned the agency on him and then let him go because...
He needed a rabbit foot. Oh, she's still alive. Yeah, there you go. Mask twist.
She was that assistant woman in the Vatican earlier.
Ooh.
Literally who?
The head of security. Yeah, she was that woman earlier.
Why are you telling us this? What?
Because I'm actually the secret. I mean, seriously. I mean,
So let me get this straight.
the film was trying to throw us for a loop into thinking Lawrence Fishburne was working with Hoffman, but no, it was this guy.
Haha, it was me all along.
Yeah, it was me, Dio.
So let me get this straight. The woman that got shot was the assistant who they punished because how exactly did she fail him?
She mispronounced a word or something. Well, then again, she was head of security.
Yeah. Why not?
So, and they just threatened her in front of him to try and get him to tell her, and then shot her.
Sure, why not?
That's stupid. No, seriously, just use his real lover if you have her.
You know, Java, you could really make a really good Ken Hovat impression. That's stupid. That's stupid, you know?
Okay, I don't know whether or not this twist is actually smart or needless. What do you think?
It's needless. It's just like those would say. It's there to just try to distract you from the fact that this plot makes no sense.
Yeah. I mean, why did they even? I mean, how Fishburne's character wasn't even helping himself by acting all slimy and that towards even earlier. Instead, the villain's Billy Crudup because.
So, okay, if he's the mole. Okay, so.
The mole.
Also, yeah. Once again, the mole, the guy who we thought was the mole was actually another guy leaking information to the main villain.
So that's why he helped him go free.
Do I really need to? Do I need to get a counter of how many times this film rips off the first one?
Here's another plot twist. Turns out J.J. Abrams he didn't actually direct this movie. Then he suddenly
He became Shyamalan.
He suddenly removes the mask, just like in this movie.
It's Brian De Palma.
Turns out it was me, Brian De Palma, all along.
Okay,
I just achieved my greatest trolling.
Okay. You know what would really be amazing? If it turns out that this is actually Ethan having a dream. Like
No, Java. That's the shittiest of plot twists. That's so. Again, it's been used so many goddamn times, and in fan fiction, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Pokemon isn't real because Ash is having a coma.
That's kind of the main reason why I hate that stupid only this one happened theory from Final Fantasy VIII.
I love how he just beat his hand.
So,
So what is he doing now? Oh, no.
He uses a
no.
pen to uncuff him.
You
Even though
just don't.
Yeah, the only thing that's missing here is for Tom Cruise to fight giant apes and spiders. That's everything. It would be the true Speed Racer movie as we've always imagined it.
Yes.
Hey Simon, you're a writer. Can't you help? No, I haven't got that big credibility yet. You're on your own.
I'm still just not getting it. What was the point of turning Ethan against the agency for the mole?
I've already explained to you, Joe, but they're trying to distract you from the fact that nothing in this makes sense.
And yet they've only drawn my attention to it more.
It's one of those things where they expect you to be blown away just because it's a plot twist, not because it's a good plot, but because it's a plot twist. And just because you suddenly for a plot twist, they expect you to, be amazed.
You know.
You didn't see this coming, did you?
You know, it really feels like they're trying to emulate how the first script was, literally done on the fly because, of all the developmental issues.
They
But
had
again,
6 years.
Again, Mission Impossible 1, despite being written on the fly, ended up being good. That doesn't mean you should emulate that style, because this one literally feels like it was done on the fly, whereas Mission Impossible 1 didn't feel like that. Go figure. Seriously, what the heck?
Well, at least
Yeah,
Simon
yeah,
Pegg gets
yeah,
to do
comes.
more in the upcoming movies.
Oh, let me guess. The secret hideout is right under the secret agency's noses.
Why? It's
No,
like-
because we're again still in China, aren't we? Shambali, are we in Overwatch now?
Sure, why
All
not?
the payload.
if you look close enough, you can see
Genji.
Yeah.
Yuji no Ken Wakura.
And now,
Right, I
ladies
got
and
it.
gentlemen, the big Tom Cruise running scene. Look at me go! Whee! I look at you, look at you, look at you.
See, this is exactly why you need to watch Minority Report to us, because no matter because despite how terrible that movie is, again, it's literally a movie where 90% of the time it's Tom Cruise running.
Now I get why Tom Cruise is that really fit, because he keeps running and doing acrobatic stuff in all of
Yeah,
these
he's like
movies.
he's near his
Boy.
mid-50s and he's still
Yeah, he is.
Running.
Boy,
out.
guys, can you just imagine if he had to redo that scene of him running over and over
Tom
and
Cruise.
over?
Well, it's interesting you say that, Theo, because despite being a good actor in general, and in Eyes Wide Shut, for example, he proved that he can do intimate, artsy films. Like most of the time, I guess he really is passionate about action films because that's literally all he does nowadays. When was the last time Tom was in a movie that's not an action movie?
Tropic Thunder,
When was that?
2008.
Okay, let me check that.
Well, it is kind of actiony, but he didn't do any action.
Maybe I might have Tropic Thunder as my sausage fest pick, unless Shiroi went in on that.
I'll ask her later. Right now, I've got this commentary still to record.
Well, let me quickly check again.
Anyway,
Well, come on, Des. He wasn't even the main character in this movie. That doesn't count.
Well, that's the only one I can come up with at the top of my head. Also, he went that way, sir.
you're on my way, sir.
No. I said he went that way.
Yeah, I was referring something else.
Sorry.
Yeah, didn't he have just a minor role in this movie?
So,
And Tobey Maguire was there as himself? What?
haven't you seen Tropic Thunder?
Yeah, Tropic Thunder.
I only heard of it.
I've seen it.
I've heard it's a really great comedy.
It's fun. All right.
I can feel the tension.
The tension.
Yeah. He had a very minor role in this movie. I mean,
Oh,
that doesn't
and of
count.
course
Okay,
he makes a mistake.
Yeah, you failed your stealth check, Tom. Sorry.
let me rephrase that question, Dwebs. When was the last time he starred in a movie that's not an action movie?
Can't remember that one, I'm afraid. Oh,
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
his real wife.
Held captive conveniently.
My
instead-
waifu, you're not getting my waifu.
Wait, how do you know it's actually Julia?
Because he knows.
Oh, but now that device in his
Trap
head's the
starts
device in his
going
head's
haywire.
working. Is starting to take
Oh,
effect.
yeah, right. I forgot about Vanilla Sky.
You know, I
Vanilla.
just realized something.
Yes.
His wife's supposed death was really just a cheap way of trying to emotionally manipulate us. Because let's be kind of honest, out of all his love
It's a
interests,
common trick, Jova, of using an opening in medias res and then makes the audience thinking something like that. But then, oops! Here's the twist. It was the actual opposite.
see the
Wait.
problem. The problem is like, well, if she
there.
had actually died, I don't think we'd care really because what do we really know about her outside of the fact that she's a doctor and she loves him and apparently trusts him? Can anyone answer me that?
Wait, Tom Cruise, the secret agent, is being beaten around by Ben?
Philip Seymour Hoffman, yeah.
I know, but I'm having a hard time buying that.
Question.
Oh, okay. That it was Lions for Lambs. Dwebs back in 2007.
Anyway, question. Didn't he also have a really huge bodyguard back in the Vatican? Yeah, what about that big guy?
It's his day off.
I guess.
Wow, I mean, really?
Yeah, that didn't work.
Again, the problem is, we barely know anything about the woman who's supposed to be his wife. It's really hard to care for it. Which
Also,
kind of makes it feel pointless.
slow-mo.
I've given up on even trying to care or thinking about this.
But Jova, the tension, can't you feel
Tom,
it?
what are you doing? Are you trying to use the Force?
Yes.
No, he's using his Scientology powers. Look at that. Now, through the mere imposition of events, I'm gonna shoot electricity at you.
Don't worry. I'll get it working eventually.
And that's how he gets the guy.
Wait, so
Da-da-da-da-da.
So when that device was in that girl's head earlier, she was in crippling pain and couldn't do much of anything. And yet when Ethan's in pain, he can still do
Because
that?
he's Tom Cruise, motherfucker.
Look at him.
Yeah.
He gets his Spock pose.
Alright, now it's time, yeah, this is a big fight between the main villain and that guy. And that's it.
What?
That's it. He's dead.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Huh.
Main villain of the movie, everyone, and he dies like that.
I'm sorry.
We
dude.
don't even
Why
see him.
I'm
His
sorry,
face dying.
Why do you find him the best Mission Impossible villain?
Well, he's the best acted.
Oh,
Plus, to be fair, you know, he does do pretty devious. He's the most devious out of all the villains.
I
is he
guess.
really? Because honestly, the mole was the one who did all that trickery. I mean, what did Philip Seymour Hoffman
When I said the
himself
most
actually
devious,
do?
I didn't mean all that.
Managed
devious.
to get captured like an idiot in the Vatican.
I'm really not seeing what's so devious about Philip Seymour Hoffman's villain. I'm afraid.
Well, it's more than most. I gotta say, there's more than some of the other villains.
That
in
meets
series.
the eye.
By the way, Tom, I know I'm in that, but I read the script. How come you can walk around just fine, and yet that woman earlier who had the thing in her head was screaming in agony and couldn't move?
Scientology powers, babe.
But, you know, whatever. Okay, now Cruz has to find a defibrillator. Also, yeah, now his wife's gonna do some shooting.
Get it? Because she's a doctor.
Oh, damage him again.
Because I'm a secret agent.
You haven't caught on that there might be more to your husband than you know at this point.
Okay, I'm not quite sure I'm going to remember all that. You probably had, like, years of experience with these things.
No, firing a gun is not that simple.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've learned.
Okay, a makeshift defibrillator. He has to...
God bless the Second Amendment, right, Jova?
Shooting ranges are loud.
Okay. And...
Yeah, I think you need something a bit harder to bite down on than a popsicle.
Let me guess, she was evil
chopsticks.
all along.
Oh, well, would you look at that? Chopsticks weren't hard enough to bite down on.
Is he seeing his life flashing before his eyes?
Yeah, sorry, but now Michelle Monaghan's gonna be the new main character.
Well, I could see that. A female Mission Impossible.
Wait, how do I know all this expert covering behind stuff even though I'm a nurse?
Hmm.
It's like in Jurassic Park, she could see people behind stuff.
Also, pretty sure Tom Cruise should be like dead 7 times over at this point.
You only have to press the trigger like twice.
No, stop! He's already dead.
Actually,
Yeah.
The guy's like, motherfucker! Oh, here's the rabbit foot.
so wait, that was the extra rabbit foot?
Actually, no. Remember, the rabbit's foot was that small briefcase.
So what's that?
I don't know. I said they don't explain it.
They never explain it.
So it was kind of like in Pulp Fiction with the briefcase.
Yeah, well, again, there's a very fine line between genuine intrigue as to what the mystery item is and oh shit, I can't think what the thing actually is. I'll just pretend it's mysterious
Also,
and people will
you're a
believe me and think it's
nurse.
smart.
The real position. I mean,
That's
while
not
the
how that works.
actually no, the surprising
well,
enough,
partly how it works.
actually the procedure is actually correct. The compression must be that fast, and it's on the right area. The problem is you must be on top of a person, not on the side.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It's
And
like, well,
she's
yes.
but ATO, it's not like she's a nerd. Oh.
But that's the
fine.
thing, Dweebs. Compared to other CPR movies, this one is actually right in the procedure.
Just in the wrong.
It's just a
Yeah,
position.
but again, you think she'd know more exactly what to do, though. Again, like I said, she's a nurse.
Also,
whatever. Okay, now you're stretching.
No.
This actually breaks the ribs
And it works.
somehow. Also, how charming. Tom's first instinct is to grab a fucking gun.
What if he shot his wife?
I just shot my wife in the face.
Why the fuck did you do that?
So let me guess, she's gonna divorce him because lie revealed.
No.
Is she even in the future movies?
Yeah,
She's in the next one. She's, like I said earlier, she's in the next one for like 5 seconds.
Is she still his wife?
She's in hiding and stuff.
And that's the last we see of her from then on.
Yeah, she's not in 5. Although, to be fair, they don't try and hook Cruz up with the girl in 5.
I love that guy is just chilling out in front of the river reading the newspaper.
Ugh.
Maybe that was the real rabbit's foot? Because he's bringing it with
I think
him?
it was in a flatter one.
Let me just casually tell you this as we're walking away from the murder scene, honey.
In public.
Yeah. It's not like Shanghai was frequented by a lot of English people, and people may probably know English as a language at this point.
So here's a question.
Yeah, everything I'm telling you is top secret. That's why I'm telling it in broad daylight in a crowded place where old people are around.
So here's a question. How's he gonna clear his name with them all being dead?
He has.
Oh, Lawrence Fishburne will just lend a hand on him, I guess.
Yeah.
And now he's not acting all slimy.
Yeah. By the way, I'm probably going to be fired in the next film because there's no mention of me there. So
Of
Really?
course.
Another wasted Lawrence Fishburne appearance.
my God, like I said, I think it's better than Passengers at least.
True, but still.
I'm sure now you can actually be retired for reals.
There you go.
For real.
Wait, hold on.
He never existed.
What?
Again,
That's lame.
No!
again, there's that fine line between genuine intrigue about the mystery or the writer was like, oh shit, I can't think what it is. I'll just do this and they'll think it's smart and stuff.
Screw you.
Also, yeah, apparently you can just bring your. Apparently she works there now.
Who are you to judge?
Medical officer?
Maybe.
So, I'm sure that they'll spend the rest of the movies making sure to build up their relationships so that we actually get a semblance of their characters and whatnot.
But the movie's literally about to end.
I meant in the
There you
future
go.
movies. I'm sure they'll build up her character better.
Nope.
Nope.
And that's it, I guess.
That's it.
Leopold.
And there's no post-credit scene, so we'll just end it there. So that was Mission Impossible 3. I'll have Tio give his final thoughts first.
Okay. A bit boring for my taste, but still better than the second movie. I mean, some of the actors like Philip Seymour Hoffman and Lawrence Fishburne are kind of wasted. I mean, and the plot, as I mentioned, is relatively simple, despite the fact that it's composed by a very few major plot points that are on their own comprised of so many scenes paced together. I mean, it's still coherent, but there is a contrast between slow plot points that are going incredibly fast each on its own. It's a weird mixture. And as I mentioned, it's the problem I have with the spy stories, that this one was just shooting, and very few usage of weird technological stuff. So, a bit boring for my tastes. Again, still better than the second movie, because at least this one is solid on its own. Sorry, John Woo, but yeah, this one is better.
Yeah.
And that's it, I guess.
All right, Pedro.
Like I've been saying, it's a pretty bad movie when you judge it like in comparison to just in terms of general terms. If you come here expecting a plot that makes sense, obviously you're going to be disappointed because this movie makes no goddamn sense whatsoever.
Wow.
However, while it is kind of a meh movie for Mission Impossible standards, I still think it can be entertaining if you're in the right mindset. If you're in the right mindset to just laugh at stupid stuff and watch some good entertaining action, this is worth a few moments of your time. Then you can flip to the next channel when you get bored or something. It doesn't particularly tick me off. It's just kind of there for me.
Okay, I'll go next because we know Jova's usually the longer one that has the longer final thoughts. This film isn't boring, but it's really lacking in other areas. I mean, I enjoy the score and I like the acting, but that's about it. I mean, when the action isn't just generic action, it's really, really, really dumb. Seriously, you get blown sideways from a explosion behind you. Didn't know that could happen. Also, it's really disappointing that Abrams felt that the best way to try and rejuvenate the franchise and get people more interested in it again was just copy the first movie, and as the box office showed, that didn't happen. So yeah, nice
for
call there,
Force Awakens. It worked for Force Awakens.
Well, let's just say
but that
the
doesn't
Force
excuse the
Awakens
fact that it didn't work here.
Yeah, let's just say he did quite a few things better with Force Awakens as well.
Yeah, I think the new stuff he did in Force Awakens was better than some of the new stuff they did in here. Also, yeah, I mean the plot wasn't really all that interesting when it wasn't being dumb.
And the
So
payoff
yeah,
sucked.
yeah,
Oh wait, sorry.
MI3, enjoyable, but you gotta have a lot of suspension of disbelief, and even then, as Jova proved, he kind of had a bit of a hard time, as he'll explain in a bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm done. Up for you, Jova.
I'll start this by saying, look, I get suspension of disbelief. The problem is, like, even when I take that suspension of disbelief into question, when trying to piece together the plot of this movie, it's still an incoherent mess. And not to mention, some of the twists are just completely needless. And the way this movie starts with the needless killing of an agent that we barely know and trying to make us feel sorry for her, while also trying to make us feel sorry about his wife, who they had an entire movie to develop, but chose not to. Yeah, the characters aren't handled the best. Then there's the action. Okay, it starts off good, but then you realize they start to repeat the same trends to the point where it becomes generic action. Like, okay, I'll give some bad movies, like, say, I don't know. Like, give Terminator free credit. While that was obviously a lame sequel, it was still pretty great and varied enough in the action. Here, it's just same thing over and over. And oh dear God, talk about the story, the payoff. Okay, look, there are so many things you could do better than just give us a weak payoff. Like, I don't know. Oh wait, I can't tell you what it was you were risking your whole lives for. Like, seriously, that's something you have for the middle, not the ending payoff. Seriously. And yeah, I'm gonna be quite honest. I just could not bring myself to care that much about the events of this movie because this movie was so predictable. You know Tom Cruise is going to come out just fine, even without taking it into consideration that there's sequels here and there. And yeah, Lawrence Fishburne his screen time was way wasted on being the fall guy for the twist. And okay, the music, that's great. And I'm sorry, the villain for this movie felt like the lamest Mission Impossible villain. However, I will say this movie is still more fun than Mission Impossible 2. And it has the edge. Mission Impossible 2, while doing quite a few things better than this movie, still is the worst of the two because, oh God, Mission Impossible 2.
What little things that movie did better than this one are very minor in the grand scheme of things, because that movie had way too much shit to make up for the little things it did better than this.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, that doesn't give this movie that much a free pass in my eyes, but yes, I will agree, this movie still remembered to be...
Fun.
Yeah, fun. Let's just say I'm looking forward to the sequels because, yeah, from what I've seen of this movie
for this part on the series, pretty much reaches its peak.
Yeah, it's all uphill from here, don't worry, Jova.
All right.
So, that was Mission Impossible 3. I hope you enjoyed our commentary. Join us next time for when we start on Brad Bird's Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Yay!
Right.
Yeah, right.
Which apparently took 5 years.
Yeah, so we'll see you in 5 years.
See
See ya.
you then.